Wealth Wednesday. Oh my goodness. As always, you know what Coach Burrow got to do. I gotta make sure I'm actually live because I love myself and I love talking to myself, but I don't want to go live by myself. So I am seeing if I am in on Facebook because I pivoted. I was going to do a private Zoom, and I decided no, you're gonna talk to everybody. So I am actually live right now on my Facebook page, my LinkedIn page, and also on my YouTube page because I want to push this out to everybody. Um, so I see that I possibly am live. I'm going to share this with a few people and get them to come and join me. Please join me. Thanks. Uh, Give me a second. I am inviting a few other folks. Okay. And I'm going to tag my Chiefs because I would not be here without them. So I'm going to tag both of them. Give me a second, and then I'm going to be right with y'all. But while you're getting comfy and I'm getting all warmed up, I just wanted to thank you so much for coming in and joining me tonight. I am super excited to have a conversation with y'all. Like I say, I pivoted today. Well, actually, God had me pivot, and I'll explain more of that as I go along. Gonna pull up my chat so hopefully I can see if anybody joins, and if not, I'm gonna keep going because this is gonna be shared. Oh yeah, don't get it twisted. We're gonna push this out to the masses. So let me get started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy day, happy night, happy weekend. You know, wherever you are and you're watching me, because you could be watching this on a replay. If you're in China, I think it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So it is good morning somewhere. But what I'm doing, I'm covering all my bases right now because it is Wednesday night. It is 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I have no idea how far this conversation is going to travel. So I want to greet everybody appropriately. Because I'm talking, it's going to be replayed, it's going to be shared, it's going to be sent across the states, it's going to be sent over the waters, across countries, all over the globe. Baby, I'm believing that this thing will go global. Now, I got some people that are entering my YouTube, so I guess I'm going to be going on YouTube too. My Zoom. I'm going to be all over the place. Hey, Latasha, I am actually on my Facebook page, boo. So if you want to join me over there, come on over. But I will be on Zoom also. You let me know. Hey, Latasha, sweetie, I'm on Zoom also. So,
Hey, Coach.
hey, sweetie, you can't see me, but if you want to hop on my Facebook page, you can, because I'm actually over there. I decided to do it live on Facebook so that everybody could see me, but I am still on
Okay.
YouTube. You can't see me on Zoom because I'm on Facebook. You can only.
Okay, I'm about to get on in there.
All right, sweetie. I'll see you over there. Thanks so
All right,
much.
thank you. Thank you. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep my Zoom open in case anybody else pops in there. But you know what? We are pushing this out to the masses, and I'm super excited that people are joining me because I am really serious about this. So if you're sitting here right with me live, um, or if somebody sent it to you 3 weeks later, welcome again. Now, before I do anything else, I want to make sure we're going to have this interaction tonight. Um, because I want you to talk to me. I'm going to talk to you. We're going to have some conversations tonight. We're going to have a chit chat. And I want you to, if you're here tonight, if you're in my comments, I want you to say whether or not you're live, watching the replay, and where you're watching from. Because I love to know where you are and where you're located. So just let me know that, okay? But you know what? Let me see who I see. So, okay, Latasha, you ran over from Zoom and you got in here. So I'm girl, and we just had a conversation on in Messenger. So I know you're here. I know why you're here. You're gonna get what you need tonight, boo. I got you. Oh my goodness. I see director. I see level 10 director Queen Ada Rose is in the house. Thank you so much, director, for showing up. I am I got chill bumps because I'm super excited about what I'm about to share. So come on in, have a seat, and I gotta be honest about something. I sat down and I prepared a whole presentation for tonight. I mean, I was ready. I had the slides, I had the numbers, I had the statistics, the graphics. Y'all know I love doing graphics and AI, so I had it all. All the bells and whistles were together, all the pretty stuff. I was going to share my screen. I was going to click and talk and do all the amazing things. And why did God shut it down? He was like, nah, pause. We're not doing that tonight. And I'm like, what's wrong? I put time and energy into it. He's like, so you gonna do what you want to do, or you gonna do what I tell you to do? So who you think won the conversation? God won. So I shut the presentation down because and he made sense. Of course he did. He's God. But it's not supposed to be tonight. Is not about me presenting something at you. I need to talk to you. Now I know the fellas are here because I opened it up live. It was actually going to be a private conversation between me and just women. So woman to woman, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, mama to mama, nana to nana, human being to human being. Since the fellas are here, I got to include y'all. I love y'all. Um, because healthcare isn't a PowerPoint presentation. Healthcare is real. It's real life. It's your child getting sick at 10 o'clock at night, 4 o'clock in the morning. There is no time clock on it. Healthcare is that tooth that's been bothering you and keep you saying, I'm going to deal with it next week. But let me see if I can find some oregano oil, some oil gel, some warm salt, something that I can deal with next week, but not right now. I don't have time. Healthcare is going to pick up a prescription and wondering, oh God, what is it going to cost this time? Do I have money to cover it? Is insurance going to cover it? Healthcare is also needing an appointment and hearing, Now, I know some of y'all can agree with this, and let me know in the comments if you've ever heard this. You go to make an appointment because you're sick right now. Well, our next available appointment is 2 weeks from now, 3 months from now, next year. And you're sitting there thinking, like, y'all really can't be serious because I'm sick now. Why do I need to wait 2, 3, 4 weeks, months to have an appointment when I'm sick today? That's a serious letdown. It's happened to me, and I'm gonna check in the comments to see if it's ever happened to anybody else. And I also see some more people have popped in. Hey, Cynthia, you're coming in from Georgia, okay? And Latasha lives in Suitland, so girl, you right around the corner. I'm in District Heights. Okay, so let me get back because I'll be talking to y'all and forget about why I showed up. But anyway, healthcare is now. Let me know if this applies to you. Healthcare is even having insurance and still asking, okay, how much is this going to cost me? Because we got the co-pays, we got the office visits, and don't need sometimes it just doesn't cover certain procedures you want to have done. So you wondering what is it going to cost me to go to the doctor, and I even got insurance. So no presentation tonight. We just gonna talk, and I remember I said I want y'all talking back. Okay, do I have a deal? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you agree that we're gonna have a conversation tonight? We're not just gonna be in here nilly willy listening to Coach Robo because there is no presentation. Remember, God flipped that script. So we're gonna have a conversation. So put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me that you're gonna not just leave me hanging tonight. Okay? 1 in the chat. And I'm trying to look at my screen. So okay, Director A to put a 1. So she gonna at least me and her gonna have a conversation. I don't know what the rest of y'all gonna do, but me and Director A are gonna have a combo, okay? So I have a big announcement, first of all. And don't laugh at me because I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna explain it. Nana found her groove. Now, I found my groove, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me first, and I'm gonna let you know how I found my groove and what I'm gonna do with that groove. Okay, hold that thought. Don't take it there, but hold that thought. For those of you who don't even know who I am, because I forgot I didn't introduce myself. I am Coach Roro, also known as Ramona. I could have flipped that and did Ramona first, but hey, I'm 62 years old. I'm a mother, I'm a nana, and I'm an entrepreneur. I live right in the state of Maryland. I love Jesus. And like I said, that big announcement about Nana finding her groove, I found my groove. Now I know immediately your thought pattern went to Stella finding her groove in that movie with, was it Angela Bassett? I think that was Angela Bassett. Um, Found her groove. Well, baby, Stella ain't the only one that found her groove, but I found mine in a different way, okay? And I truly attributed me finding my groove to be in alignment with what God has purposed for this season in my life. Life has had its up and downs for me, but something has shifted as of late. And a part of that shift has been connecting with an amazing opportunity called Level 10. I'm just excited. I don't mean a little bit excited, like, oh, this is nice, this is cute. No, something about what I'm seeing has me looking at possibilities, looking at life, looking at my snatchness differently. Okay. I'm talking bigger, better, better, bolder. And tonight I'm finally getting to tell y'all why. But before I do, I need another favor. I told you it's going to be interactive. And I'm gonna quickly check my chat because I see Miss Lola Brown has checked in. Hey sis, I see Miss Brandy's in the house. All right, Brandy and Deborah Lee. Oh my goodness. And Cynthia, did I said you, girl? Come on, we got to all chit chat. Now, this is what I need you to do for me quickly. Put on your thinking caps. I want you to think about 10 people. Don't send them nothing now. I want you to pay attention, but I just want you to put 10 people on your brain. 10 people in your life who either work for themselves, they have children, they got employees, they could be gig workers that drive Uber and Lyft, they could be hairdressers, nail technicians that own a spa, care for other people, have insurance, don't have insurance, complain about insurance, complain about the cost of prescriptions, or if you've ever heard them say, I need to get this checked out, but dot, dot, dot. And that dot, dot, dot could be a lot of different reasons, but just put those 10 people in mind. If you need to jot them down, write them down, do that. Don't put nothing in the chat, but unless you got your 10, I want you to see the number 10 in the chat. Once you have your 10 in mind, I want to see a 10 in the chat because that's going to let me know you got your people. Okay. And I know you know at least 10 people. It can be more, but I'm just capping it minimum of 10. Now, don't forget these people because I'm going to come back and let you know what you're going to do with those 10. Okay. Now, I'm going to let you know why this whole opportunity has become so personal for me. I can talk about healthcare from three different seats, and I'm going to talk to you about from those three different seats tonight. First one is I've been the single mom. And when you're responsible for children, sickness does not send you an invitation. It doesn't give you a calendar invite letting you know to pause here, schedule this here because your child's gonna get sick on this day at this time. It don't happen like that. Your child doesn't walk in and say, "Mommy, be prepared because tonight I'm gonna run a fever about 2:30 in the morning." Now, if that ever happened, please let me know because being a single mom with my two daughters, that never happened. It just came out of nowhere. It doesn't fit into your schedule. No, kids get sick when they get sick, and now mama has to figure out who gonna see them, how fast can they be seen, can I miss work, and how the heck much is this gonna cost me? So, where do we go from there? And I can. This is me. I've been there, and then and I want to know in the chat, is that some of y'all? I see Miss Danielle has popped in. Y'all gonna see me looking down from time to time because I can see the chat on my phone, but I can't see it on my computer. So go figure. So single moms and single dads, because I'm not, hey, there are a lot of wonderful fathers out there. So we got some single fathers too. So if you can relate to this as well, yeah, just relate to it. And we're gonna come back and let you know some things that we can do to help you out with that. Now, that was Coach Roro number one. Then there was gig worker Roro. Oh yeah. I drove Uber and Lyft. When I tell you I drove, I drove. There were days I were out there 14 plus hours a day. And I didn't have insurance, and I got to text my daughter because she ringing the doorbell, and I'm on live. Do, do you have your key? It's not locked. I unlocked it. See, always a mama, even on live. Okay, I unlocked the door because I knew she didn't have her key. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. What was I talking about? Uber and Lyft. Okay, there were days I was out there 14 plus hours a day, and I didn't have any insurance. If you're a gig worker, you understand that. And this is another thing you understand immediately. When you don't work, you don't get paid. You don't make money. There is no PTO pool that you can pull from. Oh, I'm not driving today. I'm tired, but yeah, I'm still get paid. No, baby. No work, no pay. So if you spend half your day trying to get health care, it's gonna mess up your money. Um, and aside from that, you're also thinking about how I'm gonna pay for the appointment, how am I gonna pay for the copay if there's any prescription, because I have no insurance. So how am I gonna pay for all this? You're thinking about the money you're not gonna make while you're sitting in the doctor's office wasting time when you could be working making money. Now maybe that was just me. I get it. And I cut off Facebook on my phone, so I'm coming back to it. There we go. But when you're a gig worker, you're about that money. At least I was. Maybe it was just me, but I was in a state of existence where that was all the money I could get at that season, and I wouldn't pull myself out of that season until God said it's time. But that's what I say. When you're in survival mode, you do what it takes to survive. And then you're thinking about the medical bill that's going to come up. Jesus, that medical bill. And then it may hit your credit, and that's going to put you in a whole nother scenario. So put a one in the chat if you've ever been a gig worker or anything. And I see Queen Ada, Director Ada, saying my son used a service that he had to pay per issue. Oh my goodness. And a doctor's note. And it didn't cover anything else but the occurrence. Wow. I'm so grateful for level 10. And I'm going to get into a little bit more about what we offer and what you're going to get. But I'm just going over some scenarios to see if you're finding your 10 people or if you're finding yourself in this opportunity. Yeah. So the gig worker, Ramona. Now, there's another Ramona, the entrepreneur. Um, and I have insurance. I have insurance, and it's not bad. Doesn't cover everything, but it's not bad. But when I saw the level 10 opportunity and what it offered, I still got it. I got it as an additive because with level 10, um, RX by level 10 is what it's officially called. Let me be correct. You get unlimited telehealth visits. You get Uh, we have prescriptions, 800 prescriptions that are at zero cost. You can, it's 24/7. So, like when your son gets that 2:30 in the morning fever or something is going on, all you do is pick this up, this phone. That's it. Log into your portal. And I haven't used mine yet, but I've been told it happens so fast that is unbelievable. They say they'll call you back in 2 hours max, but most times it's been 15, 20 minutes. You're on the phone 2 or 3 minutes, and your prescription is on its way where it needs to go. And you haven't spent a penny other than paying for your monthly subscription. And it's unlimited now. That's the thing. Because it's not that you're going to get sick once a month. You pray you don't get sick at all. But why not have what you need just in case? And here's the thing. You may say, oh, I got insurance and it's pretty decent and I don't have to pay that much for copays or that much for insurance. But when you have multiple kids and it's you and your spouse or your partner, that much can add up. So why not grab something that is all inclusive? And we made some major announcements this week. I don't know if you saw them on my page, but we are adding some things to it. We're getting dental, vision, some other major medical, some in-person visits are now coming. So level 10 is not playing because real life real life is hard. And like I said, I have insurance, but I still got level 10 or X by level 10. I got it because having coverage is one thing, but having access is a total different conversation. And I want that 24/7 on demand access because I keep my phone with me. Even if I'm traveling throughout the states, I have my phone. There was one of our partners that was vacationing in Puerto Rico and she had a rash. And she didn't have to try to figure out what to do in Puerto Rico, but she logged into her portal. She was seen in a matter of less than an hour, showed them what the rash looked like, and her prescription was called in. And if I know her, she got it delivered and it made it real simple. No deductible, because a lot of copay, pay your copay, but you have to meet a certain deductible for the insurance even to kick in. We don't have to worry about that. So I'm just super excited. So I didn't choose RX because somebody convinced me what I wasn't, what I had wasn't good enough. I looked at what RX offered and said, I want another layer. I want options. I want convenience. I deserve access. So now put a 2 in the chat if you got insurance, but you can still understand exactly what I'm talking about. Um, Having the coverage, but can't afford to use it. That's sad. You're paying every 2 weeks out your check, but you still can't use it because you can't afford to. So it's not accessible. So somebody's probably saying, Coach, we're raw enough, suspense. Break down the word on RX. I want to make this perfectly clear. It is not health insurance. Hear me now. It is not health insurance. What RX by level 10 is some healthcare membership designed to provide easier access to everyday healthcare services. So when I heard that, that's what my ears perked up because I like the word easier access. Okay. I like that. Depending on the care you need, you've got access to text, phone, video. You got urgent care, like I said, primary care. We got pediatric care if you do the family plan, women's health, men's health, dermatology. We got counseling, crisis management, care coordination, and let me know in the chat if you got a fur baby. Do you got a fur baby? Because yeah, vet telehealth is also included. Vet prescription is also included. And when I say included, it has to be eligible, and we do have a list that I can send you where you can go through um, and see if your prescription is one of the ones that are covered at $0. Some of the things that are in there are actually over the counter medications, but now instead of you paying over the counter, you can get them for free, hmm and no additional copay. That's what I'm talking about. I love free. I love free. Yeah, that was me, Director Ada. I wanted convenient access when I need it. Y'all know I'm a homebody. Where you see me at now, this is where I'm at. I don't want to go out the house if I don't have to. I gotta do better, but I definitely don't want to be driving to a doctor's office if I can get an appointment. That's the thing. If I can get an appointment in my primary care, and then they give you a time, but they sign up 4 or 5 other people for the same time, so you're still waiting. Then you're finally called back, but then you still got to wait for the doctor to come in because he's going to see all the other patients. And you spent 3 hours to have a 10-minute conversation with your doctor and send on your way. And all he's going to do is give you a prescription. Why the heck would I go in to do that when I can do that from my pillow, especially if I'm not feeling good, under my covers, with this wonderful phone that I use all the time? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And here's the thing: some of y'all are special, and you might want to pick your own primary care doctor for your care. You can do that. You can do that. Um, so I just love level 10, and I love RX. And like I said, most visits can be completed in 15 to 30 minutes, some less. So, I think back to when I was driving Uber and Lyft, and I would say, man, where was this when I needed it? As a single mom with two daughters, they had insurance, but I didn't. Where was level 10? Where was RX when I needed stuff like this? My God. And then there were days when I took them to the doctor and it was an inconvenience because I did work. I did have jobs. The driving season was just for a season, but I would have to take off work. I would have to pull them out of school. No, that was not good. So I'm gonna check my chat and see if does anybody have any questions, any comments. Because one thing I'm going to tell you, I am not a medical professional. That's why I love level 10. I'm not here to give you any medical advice. I'm just here to share an amazing opportunity where you can go to the medical professionals and get what you deserve and need. Because one thing I will say about level 10, we walk in integrity, we deal in facts over here. Um, there are categories that can include certain things like allergy medications, antibiotics, inhalers. So you have to go through the portal to get the correct information. Like I said, I have a searchable list that you can check. If you want to have access to that list, let me know, and I'll send you the link so you can look for it yourself. I don't want you putting nothing in the chat. I don't want to know your medical business. Don't put it in my chat. I don't want to know what medications you on. I'll send you the link and let you look it up yourself. Okay. But put me, if either yourself or somebody always complains about the cost of their prescriptions. Because I remember, oh my gosh, having to pay some money. Even if it's, being a single mom and being an Uber driver, I didn't have extra. So sometimes even that dollar copay can hurt. I'm just being transparent. I'm being real. If you have to choose between spending what money you have on getting a meal versus spending what money you have on getting medication, you're going to choose that meal. So with something like this, it's all access included. You don't have to worry about coming out of pocket for nothing. And we have the single plan and we have a family plan. So we're gonna talk because I know some of y'all is like, okay, so how much this cost me? Because you talking real good. You talking my language, Coach Bobo. I'm ready to sign up. Help me out. Let me know what it's costing. Well, the individual membership that I'm highlighting tonight is only $129 a month. That's for you by yourself. Now, if you have a family, which could include your legal partner, and these are all everybody living in the same house, so don't be like we separated, but he live over here and y'all living in the same household. Y'all are legal partners, married. Um, I don't think common law counts. It has to be legal. There's paperwork, and up to 4 children, 17 and under. It's only $169.95 a month. So that's 40 extra dollars for 5 other people. Wow. I heard somebody say that they were paying $1,000 a month for their health insurance for their family. Let's weigh that. $1,000. And I know it's just like I said, we don't have health insurance, we have access to affordable care. But sometimes that's all you need. That's something to get you started. And just imagine you're not paying that $1,000, and well, I'm not telling you, I'm not talking you out of canceling your insurance. Let me digress and back up. What I'm saying is that if you don't have any care, this is perfect for you. And you may have care that you don't always have access to, so this could be an addition. Don't come back and say, well, Coach Burrow said cancel my insurance. Nope, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. This will give you some access to affordable options. So I'll leave it at that. Um, like I said, it's a $40 difference between family and individual. So parents, nanas, caregivers, think about that household access because parents don't get to schedule sick days. A fever doesn't care that mama got a meeting tomorrow. A rash don't care that I gotta open up my store about 8 in the morning. Life be lifing, and and this does not replace emergency care. Okay, if you have a medical emergency, that's what 911 is for. Period. But for appropriate everyday healthcare needs, we got you another option to consider. And that's what I call wealth. So I think I might be winding down. Um, oh, those 10 people, hmm those 10 people that I told you to put in your mind, do me a favor. When I get off this live, share this live with them, tag them to this live. Um, because it may not be for you, but it could be for them. And send them a little message saying, I tagged you in something. I want you to check it out. And I want you to think of 10 people. Because here's the thing, if we're spreading the love, because we're so quick to spread hate, we're so quick to share on social media things that are negative and tearing each other down. Do me a favor, do Coach Roro a favor tonight and be willing to share this with 10 people. Um, because we have some amazing things happening here at level 10. Like I said, we just added the vision, the dental, the option for the in-person primary care and labs. We have major medical coverage, including areas such as surgeries, oncology, infusion therapy, cardiovascular care, and more, and some specialty drugs. According to what our chief, and she is our amazing CEO, Chief Stephanie Ray, and then we have our phenomenal COO, Chief Z, as we call him. He is Chief Will Zanders. They have been in the pit, pulling some stuff out for level 10 that is going to literally knock the socks off the wellness game. Things never before seen, never had in this space ever are coming to level 10. So if you're excited about that, put a 5 in the chat. Because I mean, when I get excited, and that's where I'm at now. Um, I got in and it was enough. But it seems like every time she adds something, the goosebumps get bigger because I'm like, I can't believe this. And now you're adding this. And she keeps telling us, I got some more tricks up my sleeve. And I'm like, what? Oh my God, what is coming next? Go through my Facebook feed. You're going to see my post about some things that are coming. We have BBX Black. We got all of the great things coming. So just go check out my page. You'll see it. Because one thing about level 10, we're coming bigger, undeniable, we're unstoppable, and we're exponential. And she even says we're coming to Canada next. So if you're across the Canadian border, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because these are all newly announced plans. So, I'm watching along for everybody else. Even as a founding partner, I get excited because she doesn't always tell us what is in the works until it's already come to fruition. So I'm just excited about all these rollout details that are coming. But just know this, and I'm going to end on that note, but then I'm going to tell you how you can tap in. We're just getting started. Now, we got a couple of scenarios here. You know you need RX by level 10. You're a single person and you don't have insurance, or you do, or whatever. I'm not getting into the scenarios of that, but if you're a single person and you need it, whether I shared the video or someone else shared the video to you, get back to the person that invited you and tell them, you know what, I'm ready. Whether you're a single person, whether you're coming as a family, get back to that person and say, I need the single one, or I need the family membership. Here's a whole nother scenario that I just remembered. If you are a business owner and you've been sitting here thinking, could this help my employees, my contractors, my team, heck, me? Yeah, we have options designed for businesses and groups too. So if that's you, put group in the chat and I got you. Now, because I know somebody else in here is like me. As soon as they started watching all of this and hearing all the great things that it offered, I know somebody else, their little ears perked up, their entrepreneur ears, and they were like, hmm, opportunity. This sounds like an opportunity. Because maybe you already got relationships. Your business already has clients. So rather than start a whole new business, why not become a level 10 partner and join them? Using your clients, your reach, your network, your community, because you don't have to create a whole nother business, but just add this solution to what you're already doing. You could be a health insurance agent. You could have a spa. You can be a beauty salon owner. Don't even have to be an owner. You can be a booth renter, and you can still add this. So as a solution for your clients, you can have a pet grooming business and do it. You can be an insurance broker, um, health insurance, life insurance, because some people don't tap into the full health insurance, or if they don't qualify or can't get it, bam, you got another thing you can show them. And you coming in as a partner, now you can share the people with me if you want to. I'll take the money. But here's the thing, if you come in as a partner, as you're sharing, you're getting the commission yourself. So I'm not trying to turn this into an income presentation. I'll come back to that later. But I'm just letting you know that the door is open. It does exist. So if you are interested in becoming a wellness partner, that's another conversation. I'm not going to chase you down. I'm not going to tackle you. Um, but we're going to have a conversation. Or get back to the person that invited you, because we just want you at level 10. Because, baby, guess what? What did I say a little while ago? We just getting started. So, on that note, I'm going to end and I'm going to say good night. But I want you to leave on this note. If anything I have said tonight has resonated with you, I'm excited to welcome you to level 10. Um, Many of you have been in my chats. We've had conversations. I've been talking to people all day since last night. Let's make this happen. You don't know what tomorrow holds. Let's do it now. I would hate for you not to get it, and then 2 o'clock in the morning you decide, oh my God, I wish I had got it because of da 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 da, or next week something happens. Too often we put off for tomorrow because we're so caught up in what's going on right now. It's time we as people plan and be more prepared. And I'm speaking from my truth, because for so many years I put things off, and I said, if it's not in my face and I don't worry about it right now, I'll deal with it when I deal with it. And then when I have to deal with it, it escalates. Let's stop that. Let's do better by ourselves, do better by our children, do better by our world. So, on that note, Coach Roro is ending. If you need me, I'm going to be up. Send me a message, or if someone shared this with you, send a message to them and say, look, I'm ready. Let them know what area you want to come in. And we welcome you to level 10 today, baby, because we just getting started. Just getting started. All right. I'm going to check y'all later. Toodles.